Hello, my name is Michael Lane. I'm the pastor of Free at Last Worship Center in Walkertown, North Carolina. I'm also the founder of Free at Last Ministries. Freedom was at the core of Jesus' earthly ministry. In Luke chapter 4, he declared that he had been anointed to proclaim freedom to the oppressed and the captive. Although Jesus' personal earthly ministry ended when he ascended into heaven, his mission of freeing the captive must continue through the local church. Our nation is filled with individuals that are oppressed with fear, depression, and anxiety. With drug abuse and alcoholism dominating our communities, the church must rise up. Free at Last Ministries is here to help, but we need your support. We're in the process of purchasing a large event tent so that we can take the church to where the people are. Every dollar that we receive will go directly into funding the purchase of this large event tent, where we will not only hold church services, where we will not only have a place where we can share our testimonies of freedom and pray with people and gather in those communities and neighborhoods, but we'll also be feeding the poor and the hungry. We can't do this without your help. Free at Last Ministries was birthed out of a hurt and a pain. It was a hurt and a pain that I personally experienced. You see, I was in drug addiction and alcoholism for over 20 years. Many of those who work with me in this ministry have the same type of testimony. I personally had been to church. I was raised in church. I'd been to church many times and heard the gospel and had an emotional experience and a moving experience, but it didn't stick. I didn't feel like people really understood my struggle until I met some people and met somebody in particular who had the same kind of testimony as I did, and yet they were set free. It was by their testimony, by their encouragement, that I was able to see the gospel in a different light, that I was able to hear the message of freedom from the scriptures. I gave my right life, surrendered my heart to Christ in late 2003. Since then, I have been in ministry and I have pastored several churches in which I've seen God do great things. But we all know, if you're in church, if you've been in church for any length of time, you all know that many churches are in decline. It's a struggle to get people in church, especially those that are hurting and in bondage. That's why we got to take the gospel to them. I'm asking you today to prayerfully consider making a donation. I'll put a link here with this video. We have a GoFundMe page, and you can give your support there. I'll add another link to our website, and you can add your support there. Again, I'm asking you to prayerfully consider what we're doing. We need to take the gospel. We need to take the message of freedom into the communities. And I can't do this by myself. I need your help. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. And you can be free. And we're here to help.